What are these Rockets doing? Playoffs? 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 Are you kidding me? Didn't we just get through talking about this? I said if the Rockets gonna have a legitimate shot at this play-in, they have to run off 5 or 6 games in a row. That's exactly what they just did. And counting. By the way, folks, welcome in quick hitters, welcome in Goodymo short crew. Had to come in for a minute. 103 to 117, Rockets play some inspired basketball tonight. Inspired. I mean, they're tickling the behinds of the Golden State Warriors for this last spot, this last 10th spot. This game here had all the bells and whistles that if you are a Rockets fan, you are proud of this team tonight. Proud of them. The only thing that I'm a little upset about is should have came sooner. Why wait to the end, at the very end, to really buckle down and say, let's go for it? If they would have done this a month ago, it'd have been no question. No question. And I'm going to say Alperen Sengun's injury has something to do with this. This team has banded together like brothers, and they're going for it. And trust me, I'm still sticking to my guns. I still believe that they're going to come up just a little short of this play-in. But hey, man, you cannot fault this effort. Tonight reminds me of 94-95. That's the kind of inspired ball they played. We're going to give out some awards. We're going to give out some awards tonight. But I'll tell you one thing, it will not be no iron unkinds tonight at all. Thompson, unbelievable for a rookie. Unbelievable. If this guy can put up numbers like this, really not knowing what's going on for his NBA basketball, just learning it on the fly, his full game is not even polished yet. Say, get on the floor and just make something happen, just move, just cut, just hustle. Just find your spots without really calling plays for you. Just sit in the pocket and wait. And you end up getting 18 points and 8 rebounds. Unbelievable. 8 for 11 from the field. This whole team played as a collective unit. They shared the sugar. Everybody was involved. Everybody contributed. This was a solid win. And we're going to get to Jalen Green. My goodness. My goodness. The guy's averaging about 26 points the last 5-6 games. Just out of the blue, just turned over a new leaf. You got to give it up to that young man. We said it, man. He pretty much was down in the dumps. You could see the confidence level in his shot, how aggressive he's playing, and driving to the hole. Remember, we talked about how he drives to the hole now. Expecting to make the shot, going with force, more concentration for the layup or the dunk, expecting to hit. His body language is different. And I'm proud for the young man. I'm not going to lie to you, but playoffs? Obviously, their antennas are up. They going for this thing. They're going for it. Like I say, I wish they were going for it a month ago, but some had turned the light switch on, and they're playing with their backs against the wall, and they're looking at it, and they can see it right in front of them. They said, we can get this spot. We're coming to get them. Now they put the pressure on the Golden State Warriors. They put the pressure on the Lakers to continue to win. And I tell you, man, if they start slacking a little bit, these Rockets are going to be right there to get them. They're going to be right there to get them. But I'm going to say it once again. I'm sticking by my guns. I think they're just going to fall a little short. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm just going with my gut feeling. But I just think it's going to be too much tax. They're going to be taxed. Because they got to continue this. They got their 5 or 6. And we're going to look at their few games that's coming up. And when you look at this schedule, I'm not going to pull it up. We'll just scroll through it. But when y'all see the teams that they're getting ready to play, and these next another 5-6 games in a row, you're going to say it's in the Rockets' hands. This schedule could not be fixed up better than what it is right now if the Rockets want to make a run to actually get in this play-in. This is set up beautifully, these next games that these Rockets are getting ready to play. Teams that they can absolutely beat. But man, 5-6 games in a row that they needed just to make this interesting, and that's exactly what they're doing. Playoffs? 117-103 Houston Rockets inspired basketball tonight. We finna get into this box score, and we're gonna look at the standings. We gotta look at the standings because it's that close. They are tickling the behinds of the Golden State Warriors. They cannot sneeze. Do you hear me? They can't spill their drinks. They can't swallow their food and it slips down the wrong pipe. If they do, they're gone. That's the pressure the Rockets are putting on them. Jabari Smith Jr., 20 points, 3 blocks. He got himself a steal, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. Outstanding game by him. And look, you know what I always say. I like to get double-digit rebounds, especially from your all-star players, from your superstar players. He's not an all-star yet, but before his career is over with, he will be an all-star. Let's just say it like that. Your top players, I love double-digit rebounders, and he's one of those guys that can average double digits in rebounding. And then you look at these numbers, you got to cut a little slack because it was a team effort. It wasn't all on one guy. Everybody produced. So Jabari Smith, you get a round of applause. You've done your job tonight. You've done your job. AT, Amen Thompson. Oh man, 18 points, 1 steal, 8 rebounds, 8 for 11 from the field. This guy's not even a focal point of the offense. He's just hustling, playing defense, just getting himself in position to get the drop off, getting offensive rebounds, putbacks, hustling, running the floor. This guy ain't even getting plays called for him yet. Can you imagine? We're talking about a rookie here. Do you believe the future is bright for him? I would think so. If you can put numbers up like this in your rookie campaign. Playoffs? Great job, young man. You just keep getting better each game. Dillon Brooks. The energy. Look, the whole team, the body language. That's why I say it reminds me of 94-95 because that was like playoff basketball. That was meaningful basketball. It was hustling, playing as a unit. That's what it looked like tonight. Dillon Brooks, you look at those 12 points. You look at 2 steals. You look at 3 rebounds. And you say, well, he didn't have that good game. Body language said it all. He set the tone. And those little 2 threes that he hit, they were crucial. They were crucial. The body language of these players tonight was all about aggression. Want to, going to, have to, need to. And they accomplished that. Dillon Brooks, you get a round of applause. You done your job. We don't get to the man of the hour. Jalen Green, the guy with all the pressure in the world on his shoulders. He found a way to shake it off. He found his happy place.
Your own happy place.
And when you find your happy place, you can calm your body down, you get your thoughts together, and now he's approaching these games with no pressure on him, but confidence and believing that he can go out there and produce and play the basketball he's been inspired to play since he got in the NBA. This guy's on an unbelievable stretch. Because I understand how hard it is when you're down in the dumps and you're trying to get out and everybody's talking about your game. They're trying to ship you off. They want you traded. They want you to go to the bench. You have no hope. He found that. Now this guy's on an unbelievable stretch of his career. No looking back now. I don't think he needs to turn back. I think moving forward, this should be the Jalen Green we should be getting used to seeing. Whether that means one year he makes the All-Star or turn into a superstar, which I don't think that probably would happen, but just a decent player on the brink of all-star status will be good enough for him, hitting clutch shots down the stretch, being there for his team, hitting timely buckets, and not only that, he's playing defense. He's keeping that up. That is fueling his offense. He's finding solace in playing defense and hustling, doing the little things, and it's opening up his whole complete game. He's figured it out. He said, if I hustle and I try hard, I'm going to stay on the floor. Emu Dope is going to keep me out here. And then let me find a couple of buckets that fall. Oh yeah, Jalen Green, proud of you. We were hard on you. I admit I'm one of them, and I'm going to continue, of course, because I expect great things out of you, and I know your talent level. You can play like this and better than this. You just got to get out of your own head, continue to come into each game looking to get better, and always think defense first, playing as a team, hustling, doing everything you can to help this team out, and look at your points as secondary, but stay aggressive. Oh yeah, and not only that, you get a star. Because you were definitely a star tonight. I know Fred VanVleet. I skipped over you. I know I just wanted to get to Jalen Green so fast. I wanted to get to him so quick. Okay? But Fred VanVleet, we already know what you are. 13 points, 16 assists. That just lets you know how things was going out there. You get 16 assists when you got everything going. They're hitting on all cylinders. You got to understand, they played a damn good basketball team here tonight. Look at the Cavaliers' record. Yeah, they might have been missing some people, but you know what? That's part of the league. Rockets missing guys too. Their record ain't showing they've been missing guys. Their record shows that they've been winning ball games. And then they ran to the Houston Rockets, who said, you know what? We're marking you down on the calendar, and then we're going to put a big X on it, because that's the one we're going to have in the books. But Fred VanVleet, I'm going to give you an Iron Man. That's what floor generals do. They set the stage, get everybody in position. Those 16 assists stand out. You even grabbed you a handful of rebounds. 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 5 for 15 from the field. Remarkable. But I'm going to get back to Jalen Green. See, we know about this from Jalen Green. We know he can do that. But what stands out to all of us, this here, 2 blocks, 4 assists. Now, we would like for him to average between 5 and 7 assists a game, especially being a scorer. If he could just do that, 4 is not bad, but let's get a handful and 7 on some nights. He can average that, he doing his job. That's good enough for Jalen Green, especially when you're a scorer of the basketball. We don't want you passing too much anyway. We need you putting the ball in the hole. But this one here, this is what I love best right there. 11 rebounds. Come on. Give it to him. Give it to him. Huge. Then you go down here, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 4 for 9 from 3-point, 9 for 20 from the field. So we can work with that. Playoffs. Playoffs? We got some singles on that bench, but like I said, everybody contributed. You can't look at this stat sheet and say, oh man, he didn't score that much, or oh, he didn't like he played that many minutes, and no. The sugar was shared. Just like Jae'Sean Tate, you wouldn't have any idea the contribution that this guy made. You'll just look at the 8 points and 1 steal, 1 rebound. He missed the free throw. He only hit 1 3. He was 3 for 6. But if you've seen this guy's aggression, bodying up people, taking the ball away, running the floor, setting the tone, better look at that plus there too. Oh, yeah. They go up when Jayson Tatum hits the floor. They're a better basketball team. Ain't no minuses when you get out there. Not at all. Not at all. Look at that big three that Bullock hit. Right there. You had to watch the game to understand that. That's when the Rockets was getting it rolling. That little corner three he hit, had to reposition himself, then drop it down from the corner. That was huge. It was huge. I told you, everybody played a part. Everybody played a part. Playoffs. Jeff Green, Uncle Jeff. Look at that. He's just easy as Sunday morning. Easy as Sunday morning. 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 1 for 4 from 3, 4 for 8 from the field. They all played their part. Matter of fact, round of applause for Uncle Jeff. Round of applause for Bullock. Round of applause for Jayson Tatum. And what about Jock Landale, huh? Since Sengun has went out, this guy stepped up. He took it upon himself to play better. He took it upon himself to try to fill those shoes, even though he can't fill them. But he can play his part. He can hustle, he can rebound. He can give us some bonus points around that rim. Continue to set solid screens. He can do that. And he's done that. He gets a round of applause. Aaron Holiday, another floor general. He comes on the floor, he sets the pace, he runs the floor, he's gonna shoot the open three, he's gonna get guys in their spots. He just plays with a pace that you can love. He's not out there slouching over. No, this guy's out there pushing the ball, trying to make things happen. He will get in the lane, give you that floater. He's looking to score, he's looking to get his teammates involved. He's keeping the intensity up. Give him a round of applause. Five guys in double figures. Could have been 6. Look at Uncle Jeff. Outstanding game. Outstanding game. We're not even going to really worry about up here the Cavs. We're not going to worry about them. Not at all. Look at those low numbers. They had one guy out of the teams for scoring. And that's Karis LeVert. Everybody else are single teams. Single teams. You know what we call single teams? That means you're in the teams in points, or you didn't even get double digits in scoring. That's what we call single teams. So not only that the Rockets were scoring the ball, they was defensing the ball. You know, I said I wasn't going to give out any iron unkinds. Well, at least on the Rockets side of the ball. But yes, the Cavs got an iron unkind. And that's Donovan Mitchell. Let's give him an iron unkind. Rockets were able to control him as well. He had 13 points. 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 4 for 13 from the field. We know he can play better than that. He knows he can play better than that. He is an all-star caliber type of player. Not only that he expects more from himself, but his team expects more from him. So yeah, he underproduced. Especially when you got Karis LeVert coming off the bench, adding 21, and he's really not the highlight or the face of this franchise. Good piece, but he's not a highlight face of the franchise. So great defense by the Houston Rockets. They got weapons all over the floor as well. And they only gave up 103 points. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I tell you what, I said they was going to come up short in this play-in. But I will say this. If they play the rest of these games like they played tonight, playoffs, they'll get in. They will get in. But like I say, it's going to be taxed. It's going to be a lot of pressure. Do you know what you got to put your body through to play every game like they played tonight? Do you know what kind of sacrifice that's going to take? And then hoping the refs and the ball bounces the way you want it to bounce? Whole lot of things got to go right. Whole lot of things got to go right. No doubt about it. So let's look at their schedule on these upcoming games. And I just want to give you an idea how this plays right into Houston hands on these next handful of games that they got to play. The way the schedule is fixed up right now, these Rockets can win 10, 11 games in a row if they come with their stuff. That's why I say it's going to be tax, it's going to be pressure, the stuff you got to put on your body to pull this off. Because it's time to go now. Ain't no resting. Ain't no waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Ain't none of that right now. This is lunch pad time. So let's look at this schedule, man. Because it plays right into the Rockets' hands. The next several games that's coming on this schedule, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe. So they just beat the Cavaliers, right? 117-103. Do you know who they play next? The Washington Wizards. Yeah, they play the Washington Wizards next. Do you know who they play after that? The Chicago Bulls. Do you know who they play after that? They play the Utah Jazz. Yeah, Utah Jazz. Do you know who they play after that? They play the Portland Trailblazers. Portland Trailblazers. Playoffs. Do you know who they play after that? Now they get a hit buster. They play the Thunder. They've beat the Thunder before. That would be a tough game. Is it winnable? Of course. But you just went through those several teams before you got to an actual contender. Then after you play the Thunder, then you play the Jazz again. Then after that, on the 31st, you're going to play the Dallas Mavericks. Another head buster. Okay? At home. But it's winnable. Right? And that's when you start getting into the end of the schedule. And then you're going to be going against high, top, contending teams at the end of the schedule. That's why you have to take care of your business right now. You got all these subpar 500 teams, these subpar teams that you know you can beat, you already beat. Just go ahead and take care of them. You can go on a 10, 11 game winning streak right now if you come in and you play like you did tonight. No question. No question. Because the back end of this schedule is going to be tough for you. That's when you're going to get the Lakers. That's when you're going to get like Golden State Warriors, Timberwolves here on the second. It's going to get a little tough, but they are winnable because when you play Rockets basketball, you can beat anybody. So you have to take care of your business. And now what I want to pull up is the standings because we're scratching right at Golden State's behind right now. And they can't sneeze. So let's take a look at that. Take a look at that. Look how close. Let the Warriors drop a few games and see if they don't start sweating. Lakers got to continue to win. Rockets are right there. They're right there. So close. But I'm going to say it again. I think they're going to come up a little short. I applaud the effort. This don't mean that there's no faith in them to get in the play-in. No, I'm just going to be realistic. I know how hard it is. It's hard to make up a game or two in the NBA. It's tough. It's hard just to get a win in the NBA. Things can spiral out of control fast. Very fast. So when you're trying to gain ground on a team It's so much that has to go right and very little that has to go wrong. That can derail your chances. So that's how close they are. They go on one of these streaks again. Let's just say these Warriors start dropping a few games along the way. It's going to make it very interesting. But the Rockets got to continue to win. That's the only way. And I mean win consecutive in a row. They're already on their streak right now. It's time to continue that. Continue it. You can't afford to lose one game, let alone two. So yeah, that's how maxed out it is. And that's why I say the task is too high. It's too much. But if anybody can do it, it's Clutch City, right? Backs against the wall. That's when the Rockets shine their best in recent history, when their backs against the wall. Can they come out of this? Because it's going to be gutsy. It's going to be a gutsy performance if they pull this off to get in this play-in. No question. But more than that, look at the win total, man. 32. What we talked about, 35-40? Look how close they are to that. This team has buckled down, man. You talk about grit. They playing for it. See, their antennas are up right now. Yeah, it came up late, but they're up. They're up right now. And they actually want to go for it. They know the season is coming to an end, and they're making a strong case right now. So each game that they go in down this stretch, you can bet on this. They know what's at stake, so you're going to get their best. Whether win or lose, you're going to get their best. Emu Doka is not going to allow them to let down. Not right now. No, not in this junction. No, not at the end. This is the end right now. You lose 2 games in a row, you're out of it. So you got to roll with this magic dust right now. Playoffs. So the beat goes on. You got the Washington Wizards next. You know to deal with that. You already take care of that business. And we already called out the next few games. Very winnable. So let's go ahead and try to pump this thing to 10. 10 straight. And then see what they're going to say. Thanks for y'all time. This is Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Super Saturday, folks. Going into Slouchy Sunday. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Thanks for y'all time. We out of here. Peace.